So in the last class, we discussed about web services, right? Sorry, we discussed about the dialogues. Right. After the dialogues, we used to go to the next step. So for the next step here, now we supposed to do that web services. Web services is nothing but like, see, as of now, what we did is whatever the data we are done, like whatever the operations, whatever the things we done, that data we never sent anywhere. Like just whatever the component is there, that component wise basic things, basic details we discussed. But now we enter into the little bit one step, that is the advanced step. So that is like from here now we used to send the data somewhere else. So that is where. So let us say that we used to send the data to the somewhere in a server. Means like how we are registering with Gmail, how we are registering with Phone Pay, Google Pay. So that whatever the data here we are sending, that has to save in some other location. So that is in a some server, right? So for that server, how normally we will send the data, that here the concept called web services. So by using the web services concept, we will send the data to the some other locations. So that we have to do here in this. Like for that here now, what we have to do here. So let first we'll discuss on a web services concept. So what is web services and what are the introduction part we'll discuss first. So let us say that web service. So web service. So web service. So what is a web service? So web service is nothing but here it will be like here means it is the mediator. Simple words, it is a mediator or it is a translator, like simple words, mediator, translator. It will be the middleware between server and end user. So end user is nothing but here like mobile app. Maybe I'm sending that request through mobile, or maybe I'm sending that request through web application. Means that is Android or iOS or from the web application. So that is like that will be happens here. This video. So here we are sending the web services data, right? So here simple word, simple with simple example, I'll tell you for your understandable. So right now we are in Hyderabad. Okay, so in a Hyderabad here I have one bangle store. Okay, I have one bangle store. So as of now, I'm buying this bangles locally and I'm selling that with 20% of profit. Okay, with 20% of profit. Like some of my friend came and he said that if you buy bangles from, let us say, Delhi, if you buy from the Delhi, straightforward you will get 60% of profit. He said that. So that it will be something like tempting, right? Means once I go, I'll purchase that, then obviously I'll get more profit. So that I thought, like what I did, I traveled from Hyderabad to Delhi by train, by bus, by flight, whatever it is. Okay, I traveled. But now, once I'm in a Delhi, I got one actual issue. So what is that? As a Hyderabadi person, I know only Telugu. As a Delhi person, you know only Hindi. Then there is a problem. So that to overcome that problem, I did one while traveling, I went through one translator. I took one translator, like who knows Hindi and who knows the next that is a Telugu. Just a minute, I'm waiting.
So I'm unable to hear your voice, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, sorry, just I got another office call. Okay. So now what I did, like while I'm traveling, I took one translator, like who knows Hindi as well as in Telugu. So that what happened now, once we went there, like I told some items in Telugu. So whatever the items I told in Telugu, so he translated same to the Hindi to the shop owner. So then shop owner said like for these items, this much of amount like this he said. So he's communicated the same. Then he went to the shop owner. Like shop owner said that shopkeeper to bring all those from the like store department or something like. We can say as somewhere they will store, right? From the source, they say that if they will back and we done the transaction, we back. So this is normal transaction. So this now how it will be suitable for our case, like I'll tell you, simple with simple. So here, bangle store equal to here mobile application. So now I'm communicating through mobile here. Like maybe it is Android or it is iOS, whatever it is. So I'm communicating through this. But there is we are sending this request to somewhere server. So on a server, there is the backend team. So who are some of the backend team will work and they will deploy that code in there. So they are working on the something like, let us say they are working on .NET or PHP or Java, something like that. They use like different things. So then what happened there? So they are working in a different platform. They're like it depends on this, right? So then if I send this Kotlin code, that cannot be understandable. That's the reason here what we will do here, whatever the code we've written, that we will convert into web service language. So web service means that is a format, web service format. We will convert the data into the web service format and it will go in a web service format. So their people like they can convert whatever the backend is there, the .NET. So the .NET form will convert this web service into the .NET format, and from there that request will send to the database. So from there again the response, they can get the response from the database that is in the form of .NET. So again the people will convert that into the from .NET to the web service format and they will send request back to us. So then we will read that data and will interact with the user. Okay, you are registered successfully. So you log in successfully. Such kind of message we will give to the user. So this is the web service. Simple web service definition is this, right? So on top of this, now what we have to do in this web service here. Now, let us say after this now, here in a web service. So there are different types of web services are there. Like one is the REST. So REST, SOAP, DOM, SAX, XML, like there are HTML. So there are many different types of services are there. So in this, those all are the older, but now we are using only this RESTful web services we are using. Again, in this RESTful web services also, there are different kind of web services are there. Like one is means the subtypes: get, post, put, delete. Like this, there are multiple things are there in this. So that is that get, post, put, delete. These all are the different kind of post requests are there. These are the different kind of requests. So that could be here this, right? So in this, either you can use get, post, put, delete, any of the things. And here we will use one common thing that is called JSON. So in the form of JSON, we are sending the data or we are retrieving the data in the form of JSON. JSON is nothing but it is a JavaScript. So JavaScript object notation. So we are sending the data in the form of JavaScript object notation. So why this JavaScript object notation? Like this, there are multiple are there, but everyone are using this only. Why? Because it is simple, lightweight, and user-defined tags. User can define his own tags, but in other it is not possible. Here user can define his own tags. And we are sending the data in the form of only two formats. One is an object or other is an array. Either you can send the data in the form of send or receive the data in only two formats. One is an object and other is an array. That is the benefit here we will see like. So this now, how we will define. In case if it is a JSON object, how you want to send the data. In case if it is on a JSON object, so if it is JSON object, now simple here. This base will indicate the JSON object. First one is the key, colon, value. So this is the value, key comma value. Like this, we will send this. Like in case if I have one more value, separation by comma. So here key1 colon value 1 like this. So like this we will send the data here, key comma value pairs, like we will send like this. In case if it is an array, so here we will send in form of like this. So this brace indicates an array. So here it's separation of the comma, separation of the comma, so like this. This way the array data will be handled here. So this is the only the two formats of data we are handling. Like here while we are integrating that, we will get to know that how that much simple, like how we are handling this data, that we will try to understand here in detail here, this one, right? But here to do this here now, so normally who will means here as a mobile application developer, we won't write this API. That means this complete interaction we will say has that is an API. API is nothing but that is the application program interface. Means whatever the data we are receiving in a JSON format, right? That we can say has the API format, that is application program interface. In case if this application program interface means application, this APIs as a mobile developer, we will only consume the APIs. We won't write any APIs. Just we will consume here. We will consume like whatever the APIs are there. Only those APIs we can use. Either we can send the data or we can retrieve the data. That APIs we will use. But in every company, there is a backend team is there. So we are working on like .NET, PHP, Java. So those people will develop the API. So backend team will develop the APIs and they will give us. So like how they will give. So to give an APIs also there are multiple different as there. One is the Swagger. So they will give in the form of Swagger, and other is the Postman, and some people will give in the form of document. So these three formats they will give. Let us say Swagger. So Swagger could be tightly coupled to the project. So it will be only for the project respect. So this is like something it is only related to the project. So it is not opening, but this should be tightly coupled to the only the respective project. So in this project, apart from this project, we cannot get. But in case if I go to the Postman, so there is another tool called Postman. This is the Postman. So means Postman we can install, we can download and install in our system, or directly can access in the cloud. So here we can install, download and install, or directly can access by login with the one of the mail ID. You can access here in a cloud itself. So anything is possible here, like two ways, like either you can send or you can retrieve. That will be here easily. We can manage this right here. We have this. See here, we can manage here this. Right here, this is the data here. This is the Postman. So here, once I open here, now I have some of the APIs here. That APIs we will discuss. So this is a Postman. They will give this Postman access so that there we can see the APIs. So here now, I have some of the APIs. This API we are using for the registration. So here we will see this registration. Here we have C. This is the URL. So this is the request is the post. This is like in case if this will give a document, how will give the document? So that I'll prepare one simple document here for that. Yes, see. So here we will write that simple, that is a registration. So the registration, in this registration. So first one is the, sorry, this is the register, right? Register, to register this. So type will give that as a type post, then URL. So here URL equal to, it will write base plus this. So here up to certain level, this is the here we will write on the top of the document, we will write this a base URL. So the base URL means up to certain level the URL should be common. So till this test it will be common. This path will be common everywhere, like this will be the URL here. So this here it will write base plus this place, this is the complete URL and the request. So the request could be here. So here it is in here browser, right? Request. So this is the request. So this is an object. So here total 3 objects are there. One is the username, other is the mobile number, then other is the, sorry, email and password, not mobile number, email and password. See, username, this is the key value. So for this, the response. So the response will be here. Now, here we can click on this. So once you click on submit button, here you can get the response here. This is the response here. So this mail ID is already registered. So this is the positive response. Sorry, this is the failure response, negative response. In case if it is a successful, here you will send this. So this is the success. Like this, they will backend team will give one document. So based on this document, we will do the next level of operations, like what we are going to do. What is this? We have to do this, right? This is about the introduction of web services. To do this here now, we'll create one project here. So I'm creating one project on name of you. Like because here in this project, we will add multiple things into this. So here, MTV's activity. Here I'm adding the project. So I'm creating one project here. So in this project, now this is the based on this API, right? Based on this API, we have to design our UI. Like here, we required username, password, email, and one submit button. So means 3 edit text and 1 UI we have to design here. So to do that design here now, so here we will use the next level, that is a material design. Means as of now, we use the basic design components we designed, but here now I want to use some advanced UI that is from the web services UI. I mean, that is from the materialized UI. That material design is introduced by this Google. So that material design you will use and will design that. So let first this will project will load. We will see that. And in this, like do this web means web services in here, we will use 2 types of. One is with the retrofit, another is with the volley. So both we will see. First, we will start with the retrofit. So by using the retrofit, here we have to do the next operation, like what we are going to do, that we will do by using the retrofit. So retrofit is also one library, volley is also one library. Using that libraries, we will do that our like next interactions with that we have to do. So for this now I told the material, right? So the material website is here. So that is the material. So this is the material of design for Android. Click and search. So that will be here. This is the M2 dot. This I'll share you the link. So this is the M2 dot material. Here we'll get the all the like we designed their edit text, right? That edit text here, it will be some attraction will come. Like UI should be looking good. Like latest mobiles, we are getting these kind of UIs, like these kind of UIs, right? Here, see. This is not only for Android, web, Android, iOS, and Flutter. Like this various technologies, we can use this. So here, this we will do. But here now, by using that, how before the design, we want to discuss something about the material design. So that material design, about the material design, and based like some part of that retrofit. Means this retrofit related thing, it will be continued for 3 to 4 days, like continuous, because there are the different cases that we need to understand each and everything. So those things we will discuss on the next class. Like here today, just with introduction, when closing this. In tomorrow, we'll see that steps.
Okay.